Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is Noel, the Red Devil here. We are here to do a live match reaction to Manchester United versus Real Madrid. Ten Hag is actually being interviewed right now, and he says that Real Madrid are a complicated team to play against, and sometimes they play the same formation. So the team news is in, folks, and Onana gets his start. Martinez, Mount, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford, Casemiro, Varane, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, uh, Mano, Garnacho, subs, Heaton, Delo, Lindelof, Maguire, Ahmad, Ericsson, McTominay, Palestri, Van der Beek, Anthony, Forson, and Sancho. So it looks like Sancho has been dropped, and Anthony, very interesting um, first team, and it just goes to show you the confidence that Eric Ten Hag has in the young player. Mano, absolutely. Kobe he's done very well, deserves his chance in the team, and it'll be interesting to see how he plays. And it's an interesting formation. It's going to be, and I'm looking forward to this game after last night's disappointment. I got a bit angry at the end of that game. Got to be honest. But got to look at it this way. Some of those youth players that played last night obviously won't be getting in the team, and I think that's the whole idea. And the youth players will play again because we have a bit of a break, I think, after this game, and then we play. Tell you now. But as I said, there's the first team squad, and Kobe gets into the team, and well deserved. So Monday, then we have Borussia Dortmund, and then on the 5th of August we have Len, and then on the 6th we have Athletic Club. So what will happen is Ten Hag will play the youth during one of those games there. I reckon what will happen is he'll play strongest side again against Borussia Dortmund if there's no injuries. And then, as I said, we got Len, and then we've got Athletic Club. So he'll probably play the youth against the French team, and then probably play a mix against Athletic Club, because then on the 14th, 8 days later, we play Wolves in our first Premier League home game, and we have to get off to a flyer. Andy Cole is there on the sideline, and your woman that's on the channel's been going around talking to the fans again. This seems to be a thing every night. Well, not every night, but every game I watch. You got your woman running around talking to fans and giving away the second kit. But it'll be interesting to see how Eric Ten Hag and United line up. But look, it was a bit of a blip last night, but it was the kids. And United's rival fans out there, Liverpool, Arsenal fans, and all of these other fans out there slagging us because we got beaten by Wrexham. Now, in fairness, I will say this, and I said it last night, our academy should have been beating Wrexham in fairness, but it was our academy. And I think a lot of fans out there, especially our rival fans, are getting carried away. It was again, as I said, it was our youth team. Yes, they should have performed better. I'm not going to lie. They should have, when they got back into the game, I thought, second half they come out, if they keep it, their foot on the pedal, they'll get somewhere. But then poor Gore got sent off for a red card, and then the game completely turned. Then it was done. So it was a bit tough on the youth players because I thought they played actually decent in the first half, but the second half they did collapse. I'm not going to lie, and it was a little bit disappointing to see. But this is the match that we're really all interested in. You know, we've played some decent teams so far. We played Arsenal, decent team. We'll do feck all in the Premier League. In fairness, people think they'll actually improve on last year. I don't see that. I honestly don't, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a United fan. Declan Rice was kept quiet by an academy player, like the £105 million signing, and they brought in Havertz as well, which I mean he's been crap at Chelsea, and I don't see him being any better at Arsenal. So I don't know. I honestly don't think Arsenal will be better than last year. I think we've improved on last year. We still have a couple of more players apparently to come in, so we'll definitely have improved the squad from last season. Maybe not to the extent that a lot of United fans would want, but we're getting players that the manager wants, and it's important that the club get the players that the manager wants. Obviously, we're not getting them as quick as United fans would like them, but as I explained in the last stream, maybe the thing is United have to make sure that players are going out before they make bids for other players. You know what I mean? And it is frustrating being a Man United fan, but come here. We're under the Glazers. What do you expect? But Sancho dropped to the bench, so Sancho not playing the false nine role. So he's been taken out. Anthony as well dropping to the bench is a bit of a weird one to me. Garnacho gets a start, and I thought that Garnacho was quiet actually, but in fairness, the ball was being played over the other side of the pitch, so it wasn't really Garnacho's fault. We were having a lot of joy down the other end of the pitch, so Garnacho couldn't get into the game as much. But when he did get the ball, he was doing what he's always done. He excites the fans by running forward and taking around players, and that's what we want to see. But I have to say, yeah, that goal by Gerardo last night, that young kid, was actually a decent goal last night. But that was never a red card. I mean, unbelievable. But our keeper, I can see why Ten Hag is going in for another keeper. Because I have to be honest, Heaton, yeah, he's a decent keeper. It'd be nice to keep him just in case, but bring in a younger keeper, was Suzuki's Zion Suzuki, or Suzuki is it Suzuki Zion Suzuki? Bring that young goalkeeper in, because our other goalkeepers, Bard, what's his name? But we've said he's out on loan. He has potential. That other goalkeeper that was playing for us early pre-season, he was very good with the feet at the ball. But this is the match. I did say it. I said this would be the match that I reckon Onana would get his start. And we're playing a strong side, in fairness. Some will argue whether the young kid Kobe should be on, but I think he's earned it, to be quite honest with you. I've watched all the preseason so far, and every time he's been on, he's been, he's played very well. So, and Ahmad has had, Ahmad was doing all right until his injury, but he's back in now. He's on the subs bench. So I'm pretty sure at some stage we'll see Ahmad as well. Sancho's doing a few keepy uppies with Marcus Rashford. It's just a pity that, you can't do it on the pitch. But there's Bellingham for Real Madrid. You got Modric there. Modric is still down. Legend. I mean, the fact that there wasn't our club in Saudi Arabia or something looking for him, and he refused. He didn't want to go. He signed an extension, didn't he, at Real Madrid? See, that's elite mentality right there. This is going to be a cracking game. And Casemiro up against his old club, Varane up against his old club. So those two players alone will have a point to prove. So I'm really looking forward to this game. This is where we measure United. The game yesterday was irrelevant anyway because, as I said, it was an exercise for the manager. Remember, if you are watching the game, Ten Hag wasn't actually on the touchline. The under-21, the academy coach, was actually managing the team on the touchline. So Ten Hag just wanted to be there to analyse and look at these young players and see which of these young players can take the next step. And I've got to be honest with you, a few of them let themselves down when the opportunity was presented. Again, some of them did well in the first game, and some of them did poorly this time round. But it can happen. You can't have good games all the time. But pre-season, you kind of, if it's going bad for you, you've got to show the manager and run your socks off. And I will say that about all of these players. I cannot actually criticize any of the academy players. I mean, they ran their socks off. Just in the end, you know yourself, if you've ever played football, people say one man going, one man down. It actually changes the whole dynamic of the team because there's spaces, and that's what I seen happening. There was a lot of spaces then opening up. But I did get very frustrated, I have to say, last night. But, I've calmed down now. It was just, as I said, when I watch these games, I don't like United losing, even if it is the academy players. I want them to do well. So we're 15 minutes away from kickoff. So we'll see what's going on. We'll check the official Twitter Man United page because they always throw up some stuff there. So yeah, they've thrown up some of the images that we've just seen there of them training. And Eric Ten Hag's interview is there. And got to be honest, he's not taking this game lightly. Remember as well, Manchester United are in the Champions League now. Now, we did well in the Europa League up until a point. Beating Barcelona, in fairness, showed we had improved. Because, yes, Barcelona are probably weaker than they've ever been, but they were doing very well. They were top of the league in the Spanish league. I think they end up winning the league then, didn't they? They were doing very well. They hadn't conceded a goal, and then we came along and we absolutely destroyed them. Now, even though this is pre-season, we got to measure ourselves against teams like Real Madrid and see where we are, and that's why it was important to play against Arsenal too, and that's why we're playing against Borussia Dortmund. If you've noticed, we've played French teams. We've played, and we still got another French team to go. We're playing a German team. We're playing Spanish team. We've played obviously Wrexham, Arsenal, two English teams. Well, sorry, English team, one English team, one Welsh team. So we're playing different teams, different formations, different strategies, different level of player, and each game that we play is a step up. We beat Arsenal. Now we're on to Real Madrid. And again, Borussia Dortmund won't be a pushover either. I reckon that'll be a harder game than the Arsenal game, to be quite honest with you. So it's a good pre-season. And, we kick off our campaign, as I said, Premier League against Wolves, and Wolves are one of those sticky teams. Now, obviously, I think a couple of the players have gone to Saudi Arabia, haven't they? But it'll depend on what business they do. I don't keep an eye on other teams' transfer business, to be honest with you. The only time I do is actually, I won't lie, is obviously transfer deadline day, where I'll check and see all the deal. Then I'll see all the players everybody's gotten. And then you can kind of judge where we're going to, if we play to our potential like we did last year, and obviously Ten Hag is bringing in more players now to deal with the injuries and stuff that we had last year. If we can keep fit and not get as many injuries as last season, I think we'll surprise a lot of people again. I actually, I know it's only pre-season, and it does even before the Real Madrid result, right? And even if we get beaten today, I'm going to say this: I think the team that's going to challenge Manchester City for the Premier League title is going to be us. I really do believe that. I believe that this manager, it's just because the manager that we have. Listen, I'm going to say something else that might be controversial to some people out there, but I honestly believe that we have one of the greatest managers at our club right now. Now, obviously, he has to win more trophies to get that label, but I think we got an elite manager for the first time. Now, that's obviously controversial because we've had Jose Mourinho, we've had Louis van Gaal, they're elite managers. And then we had Ollie. And I'm not going to knock Ollie. You look, Ollie came in when the club was down rock bottom, and we went on that winning streak, and he brought back the good times. And it ended badly. He's still a legend as far as I'm concerned. The way the club kind of treated him as well with that interview, I didn't like it. Didn't sit well with me, got to be honest. But he wasn't the right man. He never was. He was the right man for that moment, I suppose. We needed someone to lift the team, to lift the club, and he did that. In fairness, though, we heard some of the players that Ollie actually wanted, that we were linked to, Haaland and players like that. Imagine if the Glazers had actually backed them. And that's the thing. Sometimes, people, I was the same. I gave Ollie a bit of stick, but because his tactics were set, you could only play one way, which was counter-attacking football. But by bleeding God, man, was it some counter-attacking football we played? Like it was zip, 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 bang in the back of the net. It was. I'll always look. He was a manager. He was our manager, and for that short time, he made Manchester United and made the fans fall in love with the club again. And now we've got a manager right now who has made us fall in love with the club all over again and the team all over again, because a lot of these players we'd wrote off. So if this manager gets backed properly, and I think already Ten Hag has shown that he can work off a shoestring budget. And this is why I believe that he will be greater than Pep Guardiola, But here we go. I'm all excited for this game. This is what being a United fan's all about. Look at that mad fella there with his Mexican wrestling mask. There's a name for it, I can't think of it, and he's got his old hat on as well. And there we go. We got a lot of fans wearing the jerseys from different eras. It's nice to see the other United jerseys, and then there's a couple of new ones there as well. Bruno Fernandes jerseys being shook around. You got to give it to the American fans, though. I love it. Listen, this bull crap, right? And even some of the fan channels out there have called it out. The ones that actually go to games week in, week out. And there's a couple of channels that I follow um, that go to games, home and away. Um, and they've said it. It doesn't matter where you're from. Doesn't matter what part of the world you're living in. If if you have fallen in love with Manchester United like we have, and you know the history of the club, and you watch them anytime, day or night, then you're a Manchester. You buy the kits. You're a Manchester United fan. I don't like this modern day fan where they support players rather than clubs. You should always support clubs. Because it means more. I mean, Messi has his fans that follow him everywhere, and you've got the Ronaldo ones as well. Pogba has his fans. Every player today has their own individual fans as well as club fans. But I think club fans is the way it should be. I don't like this personal way they do it. It's not. It's not. It's not nice. But anyway, I'm actually getting a little bit nervous here, and it's only fucking preseason. You think it was actually this match meant something. It does mean so. See, this is the thing, right? I say it doesn't mean that, and of course it does. That's the point. It does mean something. There's Rashford. Oh, there they are now showing us. They really are. They really are trying to flog this kit. And I will take a look at it up close um, before I make a decision whether I'm going to get this one or the third kit. But when do they launch the third kit now? Because, do you know what's stupid? I hate all of this delay. They should, right, 1 week they should release the home kit. A week later, then they should do the away kit. And a week after that, they should do the third kit. Within 3 weeks, there's Anthony Martial in the away kit. He's going nowhere, folks. Look at him. Even Fred, he says he loves the jersey. It's something different, looks different, but we know about the history. If Fred is actually out the door, I'm gonna miss him. And I know he does frustrate us all, including me. He goes hot and cold, right? You get a worldie out of him one match, and then you get a stinker out of him in another match. He's so inconsistent, but he's an honest player and always has been. And I'll miss him. I'll miss him. I hope wherever he got, I hope he stays in the Premier League though. Um, because if he goes to Fulham or wherever, I don't know if ever did I hear Everton were in for him as well, or we're checking him out. Wherever he goes, I will keep an eye because I like Pasta Fred. I think it is. The away jersey is getting a lot of stick. I don't think it's as bad as everybody's making out to be. It looks well on the players, man. For God's sake, and the players seem to love it. Let's be honest though. The kids played in it yesterday, and it's a bit of a jinx. I hope it's not one of those jerseys. Do you remember the grey bleeding jersey? Does anybody remember that far back? when we had the grey jersey. Do you remember we changed the jersey at half time, if I remember correctly? Because Beckham and other players were complaining they didn't know who they were actually picking out with the ball. That match, seriously, that match was absolutely, that was crazy, that was. But that jersey was absolutely dire. I had a mate that actually loved that jersey, bought that jersey and all, man. Actually, in fairness to him, he got every single jersey back then because, he worked hard for it. So, you know, as a mechanic, so he was able to get all the jerseys and stuff like that. So, yeah, it looks like we're playing in this bleeding jersey tonight. Kind of wanted us to play in the red and Real Madrid to play in the white jersey. I don't know though. The numbers on the jersey look a bit gank. I mean, they were the way you can get the jerseys done with the names on it. It looks gank. Bruno Fernandes. Got to be honest. Got to be honest. I mean, I've watched some great United sides over the years. I've had my favourite players and my favourite eras. The Roy Keanes, the Dennis Irwins, even Gary Neville, Michael Carrick. So underrated, Michael Carrick. I remember when we first signed him, a lot of fans, people that I knew, weren't very keen on Michael Carrick. He was one of those. He wasn't a flair player by any means, but the lad was. I'll tell you, he could pick out a pass and a half. So underappreciated. Van Nistelrooy, even Tevez when we had Tevez. Oh my God! And then the traitor moved to City. Jesus Christ, man! All the games, right? They've done the American national anthem and all of that because they do that because obviously they're in America. So the teams are coming out now. So fantastic. But yeah, Eric Cantona as well. That goal he scored against Liverpool after his it wasn't that actually he scored two goals against Liverpool that were iconic. The second one I think was a penalty after he came back after his suspension after doing the kung fu kick, and he scored a penalty against Liverpool and he swung on the pole. Feck it, fuck, man, Jesus Christ, man, the memories, man. Roy Keane, I even remember Roy Keane doing that 2 footer challenge on Haaland's that wasn't it Alvi? Jesus Christ, man, that was nasty. I remember the tunnel bust up between Vieira and Keno. All the iconic moments and that Champions League game against Bleeding Bayern Munich, man. I will never forget it. And then the one against Chelsea. Actually, the one against Chelsea when we missed there, when Ronaldo missed, I was actually devastated. I walked outside and my mate comes running out to me, goes, John Terry is missed. Come back in, you mad bastard. So I legged it back in, and I ended up seeing us obviously win the Champions League, man. It was absolute, man. I was over the moon and drunk, but it was great. So here we go. There always seems to be a bit of a delay with these games in America. They're supposed to start off at an exact time, and they never do. The other game was 10 minutes late kicking off. Like, I mean, they're standing in the tunnel. I mean, what's going on? Like, I mean, these refs. I mean, yeah, it's Manchester United, Real Madrid. Fair play to you, lads. All excited. American refs. They're there like they're they're refereeing the likes of Blade Modric and Vinny Jr. and Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, Varane. So here's the subbies. So the subbies have come out. I wonder what the score. I wonder what will. Do you know what? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with a. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll put my prediction up. Right. This is my prediction. Finally, here we go. Right, hold on, we can change that banner to a smaller banner. Hold on. We don't need it that big. Right. Here we go. Come on, lads. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, looks like Real Madrid. There's Mason Mount. All right, the Real Madrid lads, or ex Real Madrid lads that play for us, look up for us. So there's the handshakes. Casemiro getting a few hugs in there as well. Remember, lads, once the whistle blows, though, those lads will switch on. So here we go. So Rashford is playing through the middle. Garnacho out on the left. Fernandez out on the right. Mount behind Garnacho. Casemiro and Kobe is behind Bruno. And then we got Shaw, Martinez, Varane, Wan-Bissaka, and we've got Onana. And I think I left out in the substitutes there with Brandon Williams as well. So the Real Madrid, Lewin, Carvajal, Rudiger, Alba, Garcia, Camavinga, Modric, Tushimi, Bellingham, Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo. So Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo seem to be playing as two strikers. Courtois, Pinero, Fran, Militao, Fernandez, and Cruz are all on the bench. So, and there was a few more, I reckon, there, but the scrolly thing went before I got a chance to call them all out. This is ridiculous, man. Will you can you not start on time, no? Right. Let's do this. Let's do this. My prediction is 2-1 Manchester United. Onana in goal with that yellow shirt on. Onana, what's your name? Onana, don't go insane. Onana. Right, let's do this. We're about to kick off. Let's bring it on like Donkey Kong. We need to get off to a good start here now. And we're tipping off now, so let's do this. Bring it on, bring it on. Come on, ref. Oh, I don't. I think have they got these kickoff times wrong? Right. Anyway, we're off, and yeah, I seem to be 2 minutes behind, folks. So satellite, but here we go. Man United are on the ball. Really, Real Madrid on the ball at the moment. Torn inside, Rodrigo tries free kick, but it looks like who is that? That's down and injured. Ah, Kobe is bleeding down, injured. Hope it's not too serious, man. Oh, the physios are running on. Oh, I hope it's not. Jeez. Why does this always happen to our young players that are given a chance? He better not be seriously injured. He looks like he's crying. I mean, yeah, he seems to be okay. Jesus Christ, don't do that again. I mean, in fairness, Casemiro, man, kind of your fault there, man. Right, we'll see. He's still on the deck. Come on, Mainu. He's up. He's up. He's up. The ref is having a word with Vinicius Junior, man. Just these refs are living in paradise, man. They've never came across players like this. Oh, he is. I think he is injured. He's hobbling off. He's hobbling off. And Ericsson is warming up. Ah, for God's sake, man. Right, Real Madrid free kick. Defended. Shot. What's going on now? Casemiro in the wars again. What did he get about? Oh yeah, he bleeding headed the ball right into the he got it right into the head. Right, here's Onana now on the ball. It's gonna be interesting to see how this goes. Oh, lucky. Yes, Wan-Bissaka. What? Unlucky, man. He nearly kept her in. Is he coming back on? Please tell me you're coming back on, mate. Oh, no way. Mainu, I think he's gone down the touchline. He's out. He's gone. He only lasted bleeding 5 minutes, man. Real Madrid, 1-0. Bellingham. Bellingham scores for Real Madrid. We're down a man as well, by the way. Just want to point that out. But lobbed on Anna. He's got his first goal for them, isn't it? Is that his first Bellingham's first goal? Right, Ericsson is on. And again, this happened during the academy game. One of the Wrexham goals looked offside, but yet they didn't flag, and they're saying the same here again. I'm gonna look at this. Look, I mean, he's offside. He's offside. He's offside. They gave it. I tell you, the officiating in this LMS is absolutely disgraceful. He's off by this much. Like, two players, by the way. They had two players off. So basically, we got to be careful here because the officiating is fucking crazy, man. We shouldn't be 1-0 down. It should actually be offside. And it should be still 0-0. But look, there's Onana now. He's out of his fucking box already, man. This is gonna. But here we go. Martinez on the ball. Gets it over to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka again. Unlucky. There, we got the ball back. We seem to be pretty comfortable. Got to be honest, our passing is zippy. We do. We seem. Oh, that's a free kick. Referee. He's played advantage. Here we go. Go on. Oh, Garnacho. Holy shit, we're looking sharp, boys. We're looking sharp. What a ball. Garnacho. Oh, so unlucky. In fairness, he should have probably kept it down. There, but we forced him into a mistake. we're put the pressure that we're putting on the ball. I did. My prediction is 2-1. Obviously, they've already scored now, so hopefully they don't score another one. But that was offside, man. What is going on with this? Seriously, when you see it back yourselves, you will see it was miles offside. I mean, There's not even a shadow of a doubt. And I've noticed as well, a lot of these American refs seem to be okay with letting certain tackles go as well. I mean, Wan-Bissaka again, what a ball. Bruno Fernandez. I thought Angelotti was retiring. See, that's what's going to kill this game is the refereeing, the officiating. Look, we're putting pressure out. We got the ball again. Look at that. So unlucky. I tell you, we're zipping the ball. I mean, I tell you, I'm liking what I'm seeing from us. We shouldn't even be. Well, I'm not going to keep banging on about it, right? I'll shut up after this, but we shouldn't be 1-0 down. But this is a great response by us. And Garnacho bursting into the box as well. You know, he had a quiet, as I said, most of the play was gone. But Aaron Wan-Bissaka as well. I mean, this lad, look at him again. What is going on? What? Here's Onana now. Look, he's out again. What a ball. Already, just it's faster, guys. It's faster. But Aaron Wan-Bissaka, he's bombing up and down. He's everywhere. There he is again. I tell you, man, people say, people are saying Luke Shaw and players like that, most improved players under Ten Hag. I'm sorry, but it's definitely fecking Aaron Wan-Bissaka. I mean, he's always been my favourite player, got to be honest, but one of my favourites, I will say. I love the way you just go one-on-one with him, you're going to lose that battle. But he is pushing up forward. I mean, his positioning, a lot of fans question his positioning sometimes, but it looks like they've been working on that with him, because I tell you something, his positioning going forward as well as defending has been absolutely spot on so far. Madrid with the ball out. What a ball. We're putting pressure. Go on. Keep going. We're pinned back a little bit. I mean, you're shooting from there. Onana is shouting instructions as well. He's already. You think Onana was the goal, but I've noticed something about Real Madrid. Real Madrid are known as this passing team, but you know what I've noticed over the last couple of minutes? Miles offside. They seem to be dinking a lot of balls over our defenders, man. That there's no way that's it. It shouldn't even be goal. Why you keep showing the goal anyway? That wasn't supposed to be a goal. It's annoying me now. Anana is out of his box again. I just go on. Let me see what he's gonna do here. I mean, the fact that he's so comfortable so far out. Here's a ball. Go on. Oh, that was great goalkeeping by the Real Madrid goalkeeper. Give it to Aaron. I mean, how did they even get that? I mean, just put your hand up and say it's your throw and they'll give it to you. If you put your hand up first, what is going on, man? Jesus Christ. I mean, the amount of running Bruno's had to do in there. Fucking sensational, man. Like, he's actually shouting instructions there because he was running these bollocks off and nobody else was actually doing it with him. So the game settled down a little bit. Real Madrid we're right now probably on top. But we're not playing bad. We're zipping the ball around. We're getting into dangerous positions. Onana's starting position is on the edge of the fucking box, like so pushes their players further up the pitch. As I said, it's just unfortunate. Oh, oh! I mean, this officiating is disgrace. He's had to get in a bang in the head, like ref, like a bang in the head. And I mean, it should be a free kick because there was no advantage. Like, bang. It's a clash of heads, like. Right, he's Ten Hag has given Rashford some instructions. He's obviously not happy with something. But he gives Real Madrid the drop ball. I mean, this is an absolute joke. This is. I'm sorry, but I'm just going to say this. Like, if we're doing pre-season, we're going to have English clubs and German clubs. Well, then it should be European refs, man, because this is ridiculous. European refs and linesmen. Oh, Nana doing his bit in tight spaces. Aaron Wan-Bissaka the pace on him. Give a Bruno with the crossfield ball. Luke Shaw picks it up. Suspicions of offside. It was miles offside, but here we won't get in. What a ball. Unlucky. What a ball out. Luke Shaw cross it in. Get in. Oh, Mason Mount. Unlucky. Straight at the goalkeeper, but it was a bit of a scrappy one. I don't think he anticipated it. That's the thing. But look, he's getting into. That's the whole point, though. You get into those positions to get a chance to get that goal. You know what I mean? But I've got to be honest. I think we're playing very well. We've held our own against them. I mean, it's not as if Real Madrid. That has to be offside. Come on. How is that not offside? I mean, again, they're saying that that looked offside. I mean, this is what's going to kill this game. The fucking linesman over the far side's a bloody Plonker, man. Here we go. Right, we got a throw in. Rudiger and Mason Mount had a bit of a moment because two former Chelsea players. Right. I mean, come on, United. Oh, what a ball. Go on, Garnacho. Took two Real Madrid players to take Garnacho. Stop Garnacho, so to say. The lads will want to win this match, though. They won't want to get beaten bad either, but I'm pretty sure Bruno and Ten Hag will have a word with these officials at half time. I mean, it's fucking absolutely disgraceful. I mean, this passing by United. Real Madrid on the attack with Camavinga. Camavinga playing down the left to Vinny. Onana with the save. Defended by United. Garnacho on the run. He's got three Real Madrid players around him. Manages to hold the ball up. Well done. Back to Luke Shaw, though. But don't listen, lads. These are actually playing better with the ball on the ground. Stop with these big fucking crossfield balls. Give it to the goalkeeper. Right, here's Onana. Where is he? Right, he's giving the ball out to Luke Shaw. Go. Nice ball to Bruno. Wan-Bissaka. Casemiro. Another crossfield ball, but nicely taken by Luke Shaw. I thought that was a bit. I mean, that was just awful by Casemiro. He tried to do a volley and it just ballooned out. But I got to say, Rashford is quiet. I don't think it's a good idea to be playing Rashford in the number 9 role. I know he believes that he's a better striker, but he plays his best football on the left. But we don't have a number 9 right now, and I don't want to see Sancho there. But he's quiet. What a tackle by Cass. Now, Ten Hag is not happy. But it's kind of unfair because Kobe got injured within like 5 minutes of the game. Ericsson is on. I haven't heard Ericsson's name being mentioned too often. But Real Madrid doing their little passes, but it break the ball down, but then it gets broken down again. It's gone very scrappy. But they're in there half of the pitch. Vinicius Jr. gets by Wan-Bissaka. Oh, Onana with a save. Come on, lads. It's just a little bit careless in some areas. Casemiro, come on. What a ball. What a ball. What a ball. What was that? Ericsson out to the wing. He tried to play the ball into Rashford, and Rashford was being marked by two people. Garnacho was out on the wing on his own. What a ball. Shoot. Here's Camavinga with the fucking pace on that lad. What a ball. It's going to be too much on it, though. Right, Onana on the ball again. What a ball. What a ball to Bruno. Right, now come on. This is where we break down the final third. So let's see if we can. What a ball. What a run by Rashford. Go on. You call that one offside, don't you? What happened there between Rudiger and. Oh, I don't think Rashford liked the fact. I think there was a little bit of a. I think Rashford's trying to say that Rudiger was a little bit dirty there. Oh, come on, United, for fuck's sake. Wan-Bissaka, Bruno. Oh, what a ball. Wan-Bissaka has been very good. I'm not lying. I'm not just saying that, but Wan-Bissaka has been absolutely brilliant. Ericsson with a little run. Oh, nearly got the ball back. Oh, they're on the counter. There's Vinny. He's off. He's off. I mean, that's awful by Ericsson. It's. I mean, Ericsson hasn't been the same as far as I'm concerned since the injury. Who's that? Is that Bruno? Is Bruno injured? No, he's obviously just fixing his socks. Okay. But Ericsson, I mean, that's just a lazy ball. Ericsson fades out of games very fast as well, man. Lackluster passing. He was great when he first signed for us, but since that injury, I don't think he's been the same. Look, that's a horrible ball as well. I mean, Varane, he pointed where he was passing the ball, and you just fucking stood there. I mean, you could blame Aaron Wan-Bissaka all you want there. He said to Varane, move, and he passed the ball forward, and Varane just stood there. I mean, if you're going to analyse these things, analyse it fair. Varane didn't make the move. Wan-Bissaka played the ball exactly where he was supposed to play it, and Varane wasn't there. I mean, what a ball by him. Look at that. Mason Mount with the ball across. Garnacho's on the ball, the edge of the box. He's Mason Mount gets a great tackle in to stop Camavinga because they're on the counter again. But the man Ten Hag will change it up in the second because the balance. I don't think the balance is quite right at the moment. Garnacho is a threat, but we need someone out on the other wing instead of Bruno. I'd bring Anthony on and move Bruno into midfield, man. What's going on now? I mean, he tried to pick out Rashford there with a good ball. I mean, it was a good idea. You know, Rashford. This is the quietest I've seen Rashford in any game. He needs to be pushed out to the wing, man. Bruno, just you don't even have to make a change. Just put Bruno as the false nine, and put Rashford out on the wing. We need we it. There, Ericsson has the ball now. Let's see what we do here. Rashford's on the ball now. Bit of pace, but you can see Rashford's a little bit frustrated. I don't care what that lad says. He's not a number nine. He should be playing now. Here's Bellingham now, is it? Bellingham has a bit of a tuggery in him there. I mean, what a tackle by Martinez, and then the follow up by Wan-Bissaka to stop Bellingham there. But Bellingham pulling out the tricks. Man, imagine what he would have done for Man United if he was a Man United player. Right, here we go. Come on. Nice. Oh, nice. By Bruno. Go on, Bruno. Unlucky. But here they are. See, Real Madrid have become a counter-attacking team. I mean, it's a fascinating game. I'm not going to lie. Reality it should be 0-0, but it's 1-0. Um, but the balance of the team is not right, and this is the one thing that I am worried about. Ten Hag is that he seems to be very stubborn. You know, he kind of leaves until it's a little bit too late, and then he makes the change. Look, he got it more right than wrong last season. Um, but he needs to be, he's got to be a lot snappier with it. It's clear to see that it's not working. Rashford playing that he's hardly had a touch of the ball, and I get it. Bruno, there's a player down. Come on, what a ball! What a ball! Oh, Casemiro with the wow! What kind of kick was that, man? Ah, it's the ball back by Garnacho. It was just a bit too hard. But Bruno then sets up Casemiro. But Casemiro has had two mad, weird shots way off target, man. Obviously, it's only pre-season, I suppose, and they're still getting their full fitness. But Jesus, Casemiro, if you got those two on target. But Real Madrid are counter. It's clear to see what Real Madrid are now. He's got two pacey wingers playing up forward. Then you got Modric, in midfield, and you got your wing backs running up. They're counter attacking team. Whereas we're actually trying to pass the ball, play the little triangles and stuff. Back to Luke Shaw. What a ball to Garnacho. He turns in. Give it. Stand. He did too much there, Garnacho. Oh, Bruno misjudged that. Rashford trying to get back. Right, Rashford on the ball. He's not. I feel sorry for Rashford because he's actually quiet because obviously every time even if he gets a sniff of the ball, there's like three players around him. Oh, Wan Bissaka out to Bruno. I just feel if Bruno was playing false nine man or even more centrally. Right. Ten Hag is shouting instructions to the players. That's our throw. About bleeding time, he's got something right. I reckon he'll make changes. Ten Hag. Um, but I don't know how many he's gonna make. I wouldn't make too many, to be quite honest with you. Um, I'd keep some of the better players on and some of the players that haven't really performed. I think Rashford just needs to be shifted. That's it, and we'll get something out of him. Wan-Bissaka to Bruno. Here we go. Very poor. Oh, right. Martinez got a yellow card for a bit of a dodgy tackle. And then the Real Madrid players start pushing them and stuff. So Varane has moved them out of the way. That could have been so. Let's see. I mean, Bellingham is a bit of a tug. I got to be honest with you. Right, it was a bad tackle, but like you pushed them in the face. You know what I mean? Like leave it out. But Bellingham, anytime United player makes a foul, he's gone over to the referee. Like that's the third time. Like just play the game, you big baby. Oh, I hope we do these in the second half. I really do. I really do, man. But Vinicius Junior is just making a show of us right now. That wasn't the ball to give, Luke. See, it's clear to see what's going wrong here. The manager should actually do the tweaks now. Why does Bruno? Why is Bruno bending down all the time? Has he fucking injured himself? What was that, Cass? There, it's like the United players are frustrated, and you know, a couple of them are kind of throwing their hands up in the air. I know it's only pre-season, lads, but you know, you can't have that attitude. You got to, you know, it's frustrating. There's Bruno again. Like they've lost the ball, and he's just kind of like, you know, this is the time. You're the captain. This is where you step up now. You know, the lads are a bit. Their heads are down a little bit. You know, it is a shit goal that we've actually conceded, and you know, we're not getting the final ball is not working out, and that's why there's a bit of frustration. But you have to keep plugging. That's what I mean. The ball has gone back a lot. There, Wambus. Don't be looking for a free kick. Come on, get up, Camavinga. I mean, anytime the Real Madrid players feckin' fall. Wow. Bruno just got taken out and the ref is just blown. It was offside. I mean, like, mm, 1-0 anyway. So we're still on for me prediction. Obviously, we need to step it up in the second half. But it's clear to me what needs to happen here. Rashford is not being utilised, to be quite honest with you. He's got Bruno out on the right and he's got Garnacho out on the left. Right? Swing Garnacho out onto the right unless you're taking them off, right? Which might happen. But if you're not, put him on the right, put Rashford on the left, and play Bruno as the false nine. Simple as that. Anyway, it's half time, so I'm gonna have me smoke break, but I'm not gonna do it on camera. So just bear with. But I hope the manager sees it because it's clear it's an easy fix, and some of the lads just need to tighten up a little bit. But you know, we're in the game. We've had opportunity. It's that final ball. It's the final third. And again, you know, it's all well and good people saying, "Oh, we get a number 9 in." In fairness, I even said it in yesterday's game. You know, we seem to have an inability to want to put the ball into the box, right? I noticed it with the academy players. I've noticed it in this game and a couple of years. But as soon as we cross the ball into the box, like we did last night for Gerardo's goal, right? But once we get that ball into the box, it's a different fucking scenario. Our players just seem to be afraid to cross the ball into the box. They want to be able to run into the box all the time, do those little intricate passes all the time, right? But it's not always about that. You know, get the ball in the box. If there's 3 or 4 men in the box, man, get the ball into the box. You never know what might happen. A defender might head the bleeding ball down, or might come to one of your players and bang. But we got to be doing better. But I'm going to be out straight, which is right. Um, Christian Eriksen's time at Manchester United is done, as far as I'm concerned. Um, he's to be quite honest with you, he's not really done anything. And he's had a couple of sloppy passes. He has held up the ball well in a couple of incidents, but I would have to say the passing, we were zipping the ball around the early part of the game, and it kind of deteriorated then as the game went on, especially in the final third. But look, second half is a different ball game. But I don't want this pattern for next season, for this season coming up either. We kind of, because we've seen it, we kind of have a decent first half, and then the second half we either collapse or it goes the other way and we end up having a great second half. But we need to be more consistent now. We need to cut this bull crap out. Now, in fairness, the goal that's being scored against us is miles offside, and you will see is ourselves the officiating in this Major League Soccer is absolutely disgraceful. It's dire, right? I've never seen it so bad in my life. And the English Premier League is bad for officiating. We know that. But that was awful. And then Bellingham is trying to get players sent off. And that's the type of player, that's steel. I know I'm slagging him off now because he plays for Real Madrid. But you imagine that in our midfield, no nonsense midfielder, takes no crap, man. He's not afraid to get stuck in. But I did notice when he saw Mason Mount was kind of pulling him back, he calmed down because obviously it's a fellow English player, and the English players don't fall out, so. But a bit of a naughty tackle by Martinez. Martinez now, look, we know he has that edge to his game, and I don't want that edge to go because that's what makes Martinez. But he really does. We cannot afford to be losing Martinez or Casemiro through silly red cards or yellow cards during the season. So, I hope the manager, has a bit of a word, not to rein it in, but, just, try not to be rash. Now, it's hard sometimes when the blood is pumping. You've all played, if you are football fans, or say some of you have played football, you know what it's like, a bit of rush of blood to the head, and you go in for a tackle and you genuinely don't mean it. But yeah, that was a bit of a naughty one. And we've had a couple of naughty tackles during pre-season. And their goalkeeper, that academy goalkeeper should have been sent off. I mean, Bishop, that was bleeding awful, man. Awful. But 1-0, but yeah, Bellingham doing well for Madrid. United, they've gotten into the box a few times. Garnacho was probably overplayed it a little bit in places where he probably should have passed it, or at least tried to get the ball into the box. But look, that's what halftime is for. The manager will get those points across because he was shouting instructions as well. So I'm pretty sure he saw what I saw, and he'll sort it out at halftime because, there's a few little tweaks to be made. Remember, this is not the full squad yet. We still have a couple of players that we're trying to bring in the transfer window. So the team will look a lot better. But I don't think Eriksen is going to be playing many games this season first, to be quite honest with you. I'd play him in the cup games and stuff like that. He's not getting into that starting 11 ahead of that Kobe when he's fit. I mean, that poor kid, Ahmad as well. He's lucky his injury wasn't too severe, and he's back tonight on the subs bench. But I have to say, we have been very unlucky when it comes to some of these youth players that we know have star quality, and then they end up getting bleeding injured. It's a pain in the hole. It is. I've got to be honest with you. But that's miles offside. They're showing the goal again. I mean, Like, I mean, he's off. Look, he's off by a half a mile. Unbelievable. They've been complaining about that linesman on that side anyway. Fucking disgraceful, man. Anyway, let's see. You know, I don't mind us losing games, fair and square. But even though it's been scrappy from us, it should be, in reality, it should be 0-0. But look, again, I need to get over that goal, but I won't. I hate injustices like that. And it seems to happen to United a lot over the last, especially since Fergie left, and some will say we have fallen from grace. A lot of decisions have went against us in the past, and this is another one, you know. But I hope we come out in the second half now, take the game by the scruff of the neck, and get 2 goals. Get me prediction in. I did predict 2-1. I'm going to stick to that prediction. Even though Real Madrid have opened us up a couple of bloody times, though. But again, I think he might bring on Anthony because Anthony does a lot. Anthony does a lot of defensive work. Yet going forward, we want more from him. But defensively, he helps. He's very good. He always gets back. I don't want to see Sancho on the pitch, man, to be quite honest with you, because you bring him on, sure, he'll fade after 15 minutes, and there's no point. We might as well be playing with 10 men. I think we already are playing with 10 men because I honestly don't think Ericsson has offered much since he's come on. I mean, I saw more from Kobe in the 5 minutes that he was on the pitch than I've seen from Ericsson. And I'm not being unfair. I just think since Ericsson's injury, he's lost a yard of pace. And as well, he seems to be, because when you get to a certain age as a footballer as well, he's not as sharp. Because some of his passing has been a bit, well, I'd say lazy. But Onana, shouldn't have been a goal against him. But Onana has had actually a good start to his debut. Very impressed by him. He's actually funny to watch. I mean, funny is probably the wrong word. What I probably should say is he's exciting to watch. Give me a couple of slices of toast before we start the second half. Some lovely toast. Just have something to eat off camera. But yeah, Casemiro's had a couple of wild shots. It'll take a few games for Cas to get going. Bruno's looking sharp. Garnacho is looking sharp. But the difference in their play because of the speed, because of their goalkeeper, and the players are playing more of a high line as well. But the speed, he can get the ball out. And we've seen it in bursts here in this game. Do you know what? I've noticed something. These Real Madrid players, when they fall down, they seem to fall on top of you and injure you. Because that's what's exactly happened. Casemiro went to tackle Rodrigo. He trips, but he trips into Kobe and whacks his legs. And that's how Kobe ends up getting injured. Remember, Real Madrid are experts at falling, making sure they can get. Remember, like we praise Real Madrid, but let's be honest. Like most of the Spanish teams, or well, Barcelona anyway as well, and Atletico. They know the dark arts of the game. Right, second half's about to begin. Right, we'll see if there's any right, here we go. I don't see any changes. Let me see. No. No changes. Looks like Real Madrid have made some though. Just seeing Rudiger there. So Borussia Dortmund is their last game in America. Then the rest of the games are in the UK. Then at least we'll have some decent referees. Well, better than these clowns. So Nacho, Lucas Vasquez, and Valverde and Tony Kroos. Right, back on the camera. Right. Big second half for us. Let's hope Martinez doesn't get sent off because that's the last thing we need. But they've made changes, we haven't. So it'll be interesting to see where Rashford goes, though. It looks like Bruno's still out on the right, though. Right. Real Madrid are on the attack. Airball. Get up. Martinez got to be careful there, though. It's always dangerous when you put your arm up. I did see Anthony on the sideline, so I'm pretty sure Anthony's going to come on. But Real Madrid are attacking again. We've just hoofed the ball. Rashford couldn't hold the ball up. Real Madrid again. Bit of a scrappy start by United. Yeah, it's still the same formation, folks. Um, Rashford is still playing down the middle. Bruno's still out on the right. But again, it's not working. Right, Garnacho's on the ball. He's past the halfway line. Running with the ball. Still running with the ball. He's stopped now. Martinez joins the attack. Ericsson again. Tried to get the ball around the corner. Looks like he was fouled, but the referees just played play on, a wave play on, and Real Madrid now are on the attack. No. Right, we'll have a look at this foul and see if it was a foul on Ericsson. Oh, they're not showing it. But I have to say, the officiating is awful. Right, Wan-Bissaka running with the ball past the halfway line. Still running with the ball. Manchester United free kick, about bloody time, in a nice little position now. Mason Mount got fouled. So I hope they don't play this shot, because this is another thing that annoys me about us as well, is we never see him there. It's short again. Jesus. Martinez. Out to Garnacho. Right, go on, run at these. Go on. What about? Oh, unlucky. Oh, what a tackle. Martinez. Ball around the corner. The absolutely awful. What a ball. Garnacho's in some space. Shoot. Oh, they tried to pass it into the box. Corner. See again though, Bruno gets the ball out to Garnacho. He plays a lovely ball back to Bruno, and then Bruno tried to square it to Aaron Wan-Bissaka of all people. Oh, Martinez near front post, but the keeper got it. Right, we've had a couple of chances here in the start of the second half. We are putting more pressure on the ball. Right, Onana, what's he gonna do here? He just rolls it out to Luke Shaw. Ericsson's on the ball now. The Cass Wan-Bissaka is outside of him. Right, Garnacho. He's in the box. Corner. Right, Garnacho is really causing problem again. Though get the ball out to him a little bit faster, and I think he'll cause real damage. He's trying. Mason Mount is taking this. There's Anthony warming up with the rest of the lads. Right, this is it. Come on. Ericsson tried to. Wan-Bissaka's had a good game. He's been the highlight of this game, got to be honest, and Garnacho. Here's Garnacho again. He just loves running at people, and I love it. Oh, Nana. He's nearly at the halfway line. I mean, this is great. I love it. The ball needs to be a little bit faster than that, lads. Though, come on. Onana again. Ball out to Luke. Garnacho again. Back to Shaw. The good thing is we got we're holding on to the ball. But I tell you, he loves coming out. He doesn't really stand on his line for too long. Got to be honest, he's not one of those goalkeepers. He likes to be really part of the action. But I do believe if Ten Hag makes a couple of tweaks or a couple of changes, because yeah, Bruno was out on the right there and he gave a lovely little ball over the top to Garnacho out on the left. But if you push Bruno more centrally, man, he'll be able to pick out. I just don't like him out on the right. Like, I mean, you could put Mason Mount out on the right. Right, here we go. Garnacho. Right, he's got it. The edge of the box. Go on. He's passed it out. Oh, Mason Mount again. Is it a corner? Yeah, it is a corner, and no, it's not a corner. If it was, we took it short. Then will you stop with the MUTV with the replays while the action's still going? Like, show it when the ball goes out of play. Garnacho with a shot. Oh! I tell you, Garnacho seems to be the most likely to score for United or to set up a goal. But what a blast! Oh, that was shifting in the air. What a save! That was going everywhere. Ericsson's taking the corner this time. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, the last man back, gives it to Shaw. Ericsson. Bruno. Oh, it was a nice idea. It was a nice idea. I've got to be honest. We're playing all together. We're playing all round better in the second half. Real Madrid are not. I better not count my chickens before they hatch, but they haven't really, threatened in the second half as much as they did in the first so far. We've been more of a threat. Garnacho seems the most likely to do something, but it's a corner for Real Madrid now. Onana, in fairness, he's had a decent. Now here we go. So we've got Harry Maguire, Brandon Williams, McTominay. Okay, so we can count the 2-1 goodbye. What's going on, man? Shocking by the manager. Like, we're 1-0 down. It's against Real Madrid. I know it's pre-season, but like, come on. Right, corner taken quickly. 2 balls on the pitch. I mean, this is just like, this is like playing schoolboy football, man. Onana with a save. He's trying to look for runners, but we're too bloody slow for him. Martinez running with the ball. He gives it to Rashford, who for once can get the ball. Oh, Garnacho tried to take the ball down. I mean, Carvajal ends up on the deck, right? And they just blow the wit. It's like his knee. It's not even a head injury. Like, we're on the, like, oh, it's Nacho, is it? What happened to him? Nobody was anywhere near him. I mean, the ref they shouldn't be blown for shit like that, man. There was nobody near him. Right, the low Brandon Williams is coming on. I mean, we've lost this game now. I mean, it's over. Forget about the 2-1 fucking scoreline. Don't know what the manager is playing at. I mean, like, we should be trying to win this game. And I know he doesn't want players to get injured and shit like that. But I mean, he's bringing on. I think he's bringing. I mean, he looks like he has all this. He's emptied the whole substitutes bench. It'll be interesting to see if Onana stays on though. But it looks like all their defenders are coming off. I mean, that's a free kick. Right, so Anthony, Maguire, Delow, McTominay, Sancho, Van der Beek, Lindelof, uh, Brandon Williams, and Pellistri are all coming on. And yeah, that's it. Right, so basically our whole bench has come on. Onana looks like he's still on. Right, it'll be interesting to see how this goes. But I think the 2-1 scoreline prediction that I had, I'll be surprised, but you never know. A little bit of spunk in them, a bit of fresh. You never know. I mean, these are officials, so I mean. McTominay gets the ball, and what's the first thing he does? Plays the fucking ball backwards. Pellistri on the ball already. It's being pulled back, but he kept the ball up well. Bruno Fernandes is still on the pitch, though. Right, Delow. McTominay. Williams. So Bruno's is playing centrally now, I think. And there he is with a nice little ball over to Delow. Anthony. Oh, so Varane, Garnacho, Wan-Bissaka is off. Harry Maguire, Anthony, and Delow are on. And then all the other players, because the MUTV are stupid. They're not scrap. I don't know what they're at. Go on. McTominay. Go on. Go on. Go on. Oh! He nearly scored a cracker. What a run by him. Look at this. That's it. Anthony. Oh! But this is the danger now. We could get caught out, and we have. This could be 2-0. Onana with the save. That should have been 2-0. I mean, even his saving's completely different to David De Gea. It's weird watching him save the ball. I mean, we're used to seeing David De Gea save with his feet and stuff, but the way he does it, I mean, that was a great save with his foot. There's Bruno picking out balls again because he's in his position where he causes the most damage, man. I just don't understand what Ten Hag was up to, man. He needs to play Bruno in his best position and not be sticking him out on the right all the time to accommodate other players. At the end of the day, man, fucking play. You need Bruno. He's the heart of that team, man. You need to have the heart of your team in his position, in his prime position. But 65 minutes in, we're doing well. Even the players that came on now, Brandon Williams could be a bit exposed here. Oh, what a goal! Is that in? Oh no, side netting. Right, come on, Sancho, do something. Anthony to Bruno. What a ball! Unlucky. Is that a handball? Van der Beek trying to get into the box there. Right, McTominay has been a bundle of energy. Bruno again. We can get this equaliser. I actually thought these players have settled in well. I wasn't expecting this. Anthony tried to squeeze the ball through, but what a tackle. Nice, he's won it back. Sancho, shoot! Van de Beek, man. Well, yeah. But it just goes to show you how much Eric Ten Hag trusts Bruno when he's kept Bruno on the pitch. Lindelof getting back there. Again, should have been a handball against the Real Madrid player, but the American referee just didn't give it, and I mean, this is the only reason why we're losing. By the way, is because the officials are bloody idiots. 2-0. It's not 2-0. It was nearly 2-0. Palestri. Nice little turn. Give it! Camavinga gets a yellow card. I mean, that's a yellow card all day of the week. Like, nice. Oh, what a ball. Can Van der Beek, can he get the cross in? There's a couple of players in the box, lads. Give it. Go on, Anthony. Oh, what a ball. See, again, though, we got players in the box and we just don't want to cross the ball into the box for some weird reason. And it's actually pissing me off. Like, there's three players in the box. It doesn't matter. Just get the ball into the box. Like, they all want to do the interlinking. Like, Sancho picks the ball up. He gives it back to Pelistri. And then he literally instead of making the run that way, he makes the run behind him so he can receive the ball again. Whereas if he had just ran straight, I'm sick, Roy. Vinicius Jr. is coming off, which is probably good news. Nico passes on. Like, Sancho still thinks he's playing in the Bundesliga. Like, he gets the ball, gives it back to someone, and then receives the ball again. But you don't have time to do your fancy shit. Like, for God's sake, this ref is bleeding off him, man. Seriously. Referee, he's had to give in another free again. I mean, we can't even make a tackle. We're not allowed to even tackle these Real Madrid players. Like we're not allowed to make a tackle. Every time one of our players closes down, gets a foot in, and then of course these Real Madrid players are going to do their usual little tactics like they always do. Obviously, this is pre-season and not as bad, but they'll take as much time as they possibly can. I really want us to score 2 goals, man. Like, see, there's Sancho there, right? You put a bit of pressure on the defender. The ball was then played back to the keeper. He runs towards the keeper, but then stops midway through. And this is what I hate about Sancho. Keep fucking running. Put the keeper, let him panic. He makes a mistake then. Oh, that's fucking awful by Sancho. I don't even know why he's on the pitch. We shouldn't even be having this discussion anymore. Anthony, but again, Anthony gets the ball, he cuts inside, and then he tries his left-footed shot, and it goes over, right? Which is fine. Like, he's got nobody's closing him down. But again, It, instead of cutting inside, why not mix it up a little bit and go out onto the wing and change it up a little bit? What a tackle. Get up. Again, I don't even think Real Madrid, you know, they've looked well in patches just like we have. We're just not, as I say, it's just so frustrating watching us sometimes because, you know, get the ball. Come on, Sancho. Like, we see again, why did you try turning in again? Fuck's sake, ref. Oh, look, they took a fat. Can you not just for once just slow the game, let men get into the fucking box? I mean, what's the point of having Slabhead on your fucking team if you're not going to utilise him? Oh, well, it's just like spend an hour on the fucking ball, McTominay. Like, you don't look behind you. What was that from Maguire, man? McTominay get. Bruno. Sancho again. Like, I mean, what was that? Just get him off the pitch, will you? Why is he even on the fucking pitch? He's a waste of space. Man, I can't deal with Sancho playing for us next season or the upcoming season. I really can't. Now, are you going to try take around people? Or are you going to do the what everybody thinks you're going to do? Tippy tappy at the edge of the box. Look, there's four men in the box. Four men in the box, and we lose it. There's four men in the fucking box. In fairness, Bruno kind of slipped onto him, but Bruno's had to get a yellow card as well. Yeah, the manager's not happy. I mean, it's your own fault anyway, though. I mean, you put on Jadon Sancho. You don't put on Jadon Sancho. He's awful. Look, but Brandon Williams has made an impression. I have to be honest with you. He's getting stuck in. He's covered the ball quite well, to be quite honest with you. In fairness, Sancho is trying. God love him. He's just getting harried out of it. But Brandon Williams just showing him how it's done. So well done to Brandon. Brandon hasn't done too badly this preseason. I expect him he will be gone, but he hasn't done himself. Palistri with a nice little turn. Sancho, but he was taken out of it. And now Bruno's going to the ref and saying, so is that not a yellow card now? I mean, Camavinga it took two Real Madrid players to take him out. I mean, that's cynical. I mean, that is cynical. Now, please don't play it short, Bruno, and get it into the fucking box. But what you'd probably square it to Brandon fucking Williams here. No, into the box. Back post. Harry Maguire slab head got his head onto it. But again, that's what we should be doing. It was just misdirected by Harry. But he tried to pick out Harry, and that was the right thing to do. Harry then can slap the ball back in. All right, let's try at least get a fucking draw in this game. And oh, here we go. Here we go. What a ball. What a ball. Van der Beek wasn't happy with the pass from Anthony, and I actually agree with him. He sold him short. Brandon Williams again. What a tackle. But Brandon Williams, 50-50 with Valverde. I tell you one thing, Brandon Williams has taken no shit, man. The fella looks possessed. He knows he's trying to impress Ten Hag. He's got something to prove. I'm not saying he'll get into the squad, but he's got something to prove. But if he can put pressure on the other left backs, that it's all competition at the end of the day. You know, Onana is on the halfway line. Well, close enough. He's playing as a sweeper now at this fucking stage. Back to him. What a ball. What a ball. he's he's brilliant. He's brilliant. He's done well. Onana's done well. Garnacho, you know, it's kind of it's kind of very hard to judge this one and give this whole match a rating because of the circumstance of the goal. But let's say no. But I think we played well, man. Right, come on. Right, we got a free kick in a nice position here now. If we're ever going to score a goal, this is it. Camavinga with the foul. But again, I suspect that this is going to be played. I'd like to just get it in the box, man. Same thing again. Get it in the fucking box and aim it toward. Oh, they've played it short. Of course they have. Like, I mean, does nobody tell them to try get the ball in the box? Like, what's going on here? A fan is I'd see these American tour like this is it's absolutely ridiculous. What the hell is well the NEA TV camera panned away there real quick, I can tell you. Right, so it's a whose ball is it? Who had possession before that fan ran onto the pitch? I think it was Real Madrid. Who he gave it to Real Madrid. I can't get comfortable on my chair. I need to get a proper cushion, man. Oh, what a ball. Go on, Palistri. Into the box. Brandon Williams cross it in, please. Oh, unlucky. Bruno. Oh, what a save by the Real Madrid goalkeeper, Bruno. Oh, oh. Yes, no. Slabhead, do something. Ah, Onana. Nice. Oh, what a goal. What a goal. Overhead kick 2-0. Unbelievable. I'll take my prediction off the screen now. Wow. I mean, that's worthy of a winner. I mean, overhead kick. You just can't say anything about that. I mean, Joselu, what can I say? I mean, they brought him in overhead. I mean, that's game over. Well, I mean, Onana couldn't do anything about that. It's a bit harsh. I have to be honest. It's harsh. Look at the linesman there is having a joke with fucking Carlo Ancelotti. I mean, I don't give a shit that it's preseason. Be fucking professional, man. Like these American, oh, we got world class managers and players here. Let's get all excited and act all dopey and get decisions wrong. Like Harry Maguire's just doing what Harry Maguire does, though. 3 minutes. You're giving you 3 minutes. Fucking more than 3 minutes, you fucking plonk. It says that's kind of putting a bit of a sour taste in my mouth because these refs are fucking clowns. Seriously, man, I don't want to see us in America again. I don't want another American tour. Sooner the Glazers are gone, the fucking better, man. We'll probably have a tour in Dubai or something if we're taken over by Sheikh Jazim, if that ever fucking happens. But I don't want us going to America again, man. Fucking sick of this. Stupid refereeing decisions, man. I mean, there's nothing you could do about the second goal, right? Fair enough. It's just a class fucking goal. But the fourth goal, man, you know, we've been chasing the fucking game for the because of a fucking stupid ref and lines, man. No wonder players want to go and play in the LMS. If you've got refereeing and officiating like that, sure, you could fake fucking bleed and getting hit. You probably get a penalty, man. I mean, Bruno was at the getting caught there, and the ref is just looking like Bruno got caught there. You fucking idiot. Will you stop fucking pointing and pass the ball, Victor? Jesus Christ, stop fucking pointing and kick the fucking ball forward, you bunch of fucking morons. I mean, Camavinga again, he should be fucking sent off, man. That's 4 fucking tackles in the game where he's taking players out, but yeah, you give Martinez a fucking yellow card, another. He should be fucking off the pitch. Even Ten Hag is shaking his head. This is fucking awful officiating. Fucking awful. And you know what the worst thing about it is? Players can get seriously fucking injured. Seriously, never again. I don't want us doing an American tour again. Never a fucking again, man. It's over anyway. 2-0 to Real Madrid. Bellingham should have been sent off for a push in the face, right? But he survived that, right? Camavinga is fouling everybody left, right, and fucking centre, right? Doesn't get fucking sent off either. Fucking McTominay is on the fucking deck now, injured. So there goes the fee for fucking him now. You know what? We expect this from Real Madrid anyway. They always do it. They're dirty. They're a dirty team. Like they might have some flashy players and play in flashy spells, and they look great in the eye. But they're also a very dirty team, man. Dirty team. I mean, what can you rate that match now? I mean, the first goal 1-0 down because of the ref and the linesman. And I mean, I thought we played decent in the first half. I thought we played decent in the second half as well, but it's 2-0. So I'll give it a 7. I don't do individual ratings. I just rate the match because that fucking I don't like in the you know picking out certain players and giving them low ratings like some other channels do. I just give the whole team performance. So I'm going to give that a 7 because I don't think we actually played too badly at all. And even the players that come on in the second half, do you know what? They stepped it up. They're not as good as the first team. We know it's obvious. But Brandon Williams put a shift in. Have to be honest, he looked like a different fucking animal out there. But I'm telling you, the players that stood out in that game, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Bruno Fernandes, Garnacho, Rashford had a quiet game. Sancho does fuck all. I don't even know why the manager brought him on. It's a waste of time bringing Sancho on, right? The conversation doesn't need to be had anymore, right? A decision should be made. He has to be sold. He does nothing, right? Watch Sancho in that game again and watch what he does. He actually walks into players, right? So when he receives the ball, he tries to do a fancy bit of fucking skill, right? But he turns into players, right? And loses the fucking ball, right? And look, Anthony, it's the start of the season. I did think he had a great season, but he has to stop that one trick pony act as well, cutting inside all the time and trying to shoot with his left foot, right? Get the fucking ball in the box. None of our wingers tried to get the ball in the box. Ten Hag talks about, wing backs and wingers and getting players down the wings, right? Why do you think he wants players down the wing? Not to just fucking pass the ball fucking in all the time, right? He wants them to whip the fucking ball in. But that's the one criticism I have of this United team. Number one, they take short free kicks, right? They never fucking pump a ball into the box. And then if they do pump a ball into the box, it's weak as fuck, right? They can't whip a proper fucking ball into the box, right? And they play it short all the fucking time as well. I hate that, right? Corner kicks as well. Great opportunity to get the ball into the box. I mean, Mason Mount took one and Eriksen took one, but the rest were all played short then. Right, it just frustrates me, man. Frustrates me because there's little tweaks. Don't tell me there's penalty shit. What is there fans running on there? Look at this. I mean, you fucking idiots need to fucking look. There's fans running all over the place on the pitch, right? And the security are trying to get them. I mean, this nonsense. We need to go to a fucking proper country where they fucking do football properly, man. So none of this nonsense shit happening. But seriously, I don't want to see us on another American preseason tour. No way, man. Go to China or something. I don't give a fuck. Go to China, go to Saudi Arabia, go to fucking Qatar. But don't be fucking going to America again. Fucking horrible. Seriously. And this is not the first time we've had bad officiating in games, right? We've had the officiating that we've had during this preseason has been absolutely fucking diabolical from those referees, right? They call themselves fucking professionals. Absolutely awful. Gore gets a red card last night, and even though when you watch the replay, it's the other player that comes down on his fucking leg, but yet because his studs were up a little bit, he's the one that gets the fucking red card. Then tonight we get an offside goal that's fucking, you could see it. It's clear as fucking down to give it. Little fucking fouls that we should have fucking got, we didn't get. Every time a Real Madrid player dived on the fucking ground, you might as well get a fucking gold medal in the Olympics for fucking diving, right? You get fucking free kick and then players getting yellow cards. Fucking absolutely disgraceful officiating, right? Fucking puts a dampener on a good and Kobe getting fucking injured as well the first couple of minutes because Rodrigo falls over in such a fucking dramatic fucking fashion. He fucking crashes into him. Unbelievable, man. No more American tours, man. Right, Glazers, you can go and fuck off as well. Sick of you fucking running this. Get the fuck, right? We wouldn't be even in America if we didn't have American owners, right? We going all over the place. Have a proper pre-season in fucking Europe. Fucking God, tell you, the refereeing in fucking Scotland's better than the fucking refereeing in the LMS. Major League Soccer, me arse. Anyway, it'll be interesting to see how bad that injury is to Mainu. Let's hope it's not too bad. But again, I don't know. I just don't like the idea of having these preseason tours with referees that are and linesmen that are this mediocre. I mean, Martinez also had a little bit of a naughty tackle as well. He put in a bit of a naughty tackle as well. But again, very dangerous, I think, if you're playing in a country where the referees are not up to standard, because your players can get injured and badly injured during preseason. And remember, Ahmad has already gotten injured, and now Mainu has gotten injured as well. And God knows, we'll see what other knocks and bumps there has been. But I tell you, playing Real Madrid, that's what they do to you, man. They cripple you, right? They're dirty, but that second goal was unbelievable. I can't even knock their second goal because it was cracking. But Delo, I mean, Delo was in no man's land. He didn't even track his runner. I mean, I know Ten Hag apparently likes him, but I think it's time for Delo to go, to be quite honest. I'd keep Wan-Bissaka does more than Delo. I'd bring in another, when we have the money, bring in a different, get rid of Delo, man. I'm sorry, but, we want to win the Premier League. We're not winning no Premier League with Delo. He didn't even track his man. But anyway, as I said, 7 out of 10, even though I've had a rant about where we're playing. But I'll see as for the, what'll happen is obviously Ten Hag will have a press conference. He'll probably say a few words here, but it won't be for a few minutes, and it's nearly 4:00 in the morning. So I'm going to wrap it up there. So what'll happen is, we will cover Ten Hag's next press conference, which will be pretty soon. Remember now, we're not back until Monday, which is the 31st of July. So what's that? What day is it today? It's Wednesday, isn't it? Thursday? Wednesday? I'm getting confused with all of these days now. Let me see. Thursday. So we're back on Monday, and that kickoff is at 2:00 in the morning. But knowing how America does things, it'll be probably 2:15. So come and join us for more shocking officiating from the LMS, and hopefully we get out of the US with no more injuries. And then we play the rest of our games then at decent times. On Saturday then we got Len at 1:45 in the afternoon, and then we've got Athletic Club then on the 6th of August at 4:00, and then, as I said, we start off then at 8:00. Actually, our first Premier League game is at 8:00. And then our second game away from home is against Tottenham, and that's at 5:30. And then we've got Nottingham Forest at home, Arsenal away, Brighton at home, Burnley away, um, Crystal Palace at home, and that is the month of September's fixtures. So we've got, in fairness, all of those games, realistically, if it was old Manchester United, we'd be winning them. But we definitely need more players in midfield. So we're supposed to be in for players like Amrabat. Leon Goretzka's name was mentioned as well. Look, we need to bring in someone because I don't think Ericsson is up to it. I'm just being honest about it. I don't think he's up to it. I think his time at United is done. As I said, Sancho is definitely done. He has to go because I can't put up with him running into cul-de-sacs all the time and getting the ball taken off him. He still thinks he's playing in the Bundesliga, and he's not playing in the Bundesliga anymore. So anyway, Anthony should have had a couple of goals, but again, I don't want them to. I'm not like fans that call him a one-trick pony, but people and players are gonna read him coming in like that all the time. He needs to be unpredictable, which means he has to be knocking, some of those balls into the box, crossing them in. But we'll see what happens. But look, I'll be back for the press conference. Thank you for obviously joining me for this stream. And we'll see if Eric Ten Hag's press conference. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all of that. And not the result we wanted, but we didn't play too bad. I got to be honest. Let's hope now we can end our American tour on a high when we play Borussia Dortmund, and hopefully we get out unscathed, especially in that league. Absolutely horrible officiating. It's worst officiating I've seen in a long time. Anyway, I'm off. Have a good one, folks. Good evening, good morning, wherever you are, and good night.